Good morning, Mr. Halim and everyone. My name is Lai Tong.
And I'm Genty.
So we are Year 3 Sem 1 students from Taylor University, currently studying actuarial science, and now we are assigned on the task to present our assignment for our module called Simulation and Credibility Theory. In this task, we are asked to demonstrate the application of simulation in the context of the insurance or investment industry. After further discussion, Genting and I have decided to choose life term insurance. We are developing a simulation from this industry. So, first of all, why are we choosing term life insurance as our simulation topic? Term life insurance is a type of temporary, short-term life insurance that pays a death benefit to your beneficiary should you pass away while the policy is in effect. A death benefit is a monetary sum that can provide a safety net to your family and loved ones in the form of some financial security upon your passing. The most common term life insurance policy duration is 10 years. If the insured lives beyond the specified period in which the policy is active, the policy simply expired, and the insured would need to renew or enroll in another life insurance policy. According to Investopedia, if you are the sole breadwinner for your family, you may want to consider taking out a life insurance policy. Hence, we are here to introduce you a specialized term life insurance product with a 15-year duration with the financial goals and needs for this demographic. In this simulation, we are aiming at individuals who are from age 45 years old to 85 years old. This can provide flexible premium option to accommodate diverse financial situation, ensuring affordability and meeting the unique needs of this age. So, have you done any research on the needs of the elderly? After we had done our research, we realized that there are some financial challenges that have been faced by the insured who are age 45 and above. Without further ado, let us dive into the challenges. First of all, when the people get older, they may face changing financial priorities. Hence, the traditional term life insurance policy might not be suitable anymore for individuals. Individuals who are approaching retirement often need to pay off mortgage, transitioning from long-term financial protection to more pressing needs. Instead of that, they are also facing limited income duration. They are financially facing a limited period of income earning potential remaining before they transition to fixed retirement income sources. Hence, they need to balance their need for life insurance with retirement income. Come to the next slide. The insured also finds affordability as the key point in purchasing life insurance. They often struggle to find a balance between obtaining adequate coverage and affording the premium payments. When age gets higher, the premium is getting higher too. Nevertheless, health consideration is one of the factors affecting the price of the premium. So we are here to help the individuals to have a clear-cut idea of how much they might need to pay for premiums and how much will they get for coverage, according to the information given. This can help the individuals to have some budget on how should they allocate their money. By looking at this graph, we can see that the average monthly salary of employees in Malaysia by age group, from the range of 45 years old to 54 years old, the range of income can go from 2,277 ringgit to 6,349 ringgit, while the range of 55 years old and above is from 2,279 ringgit to 5,883 ringgit. So we then set our age group as less than 50 years old with an income range of 2,000 to 6,400. Individuals who are below age 60 have an income range of 2,000 to 5,500 ringgit. Based on our research, we assume that individuals in Malaysia averagely retire at the age of 60 years. So, here comes to our simulated client consultation. In this client simulation, we are assuming this insurance policy, individuals who are age 60 and above are not valid to purchase this 15-year term life insurance. The reason behind this is due to after they are retired at age 60, they have no any income. So this will cause some factors to change. Hence, we are assuming that retired individuals are not able to purchase insurance, while their children will then be responsible to purchase for their insurance. So, first of all, what our clients need to do is they have to fill up their information in order for us to generate their coverage and also premium. First of all, clients have to fill up their current age, health score, which is from 1 to 10 as the healthiest and 1 as the least healthy, income per month, and also their gender. After keying all of their personal information, our simulation will generate their premium and coverage. For example, if a client insert his age as 46, gender as male, income as 4,000, and health score as 9, he will be seeing his coverage and premium needed. There is a button to be pressed by the client in order to fill in their information. Like what I shared just now, individuals who are age 60 and above have reached retirement and have no any income, so they are not eligible to purchase this insurance. Hence, our simulation will then generate a message for the client when he inserts his age. As a result, they won't have any premium or coverage needed in this insurance. Instead of that, our target individual is from age 45 to age 85 years old. Individuals who are below 45 years old are also not eligible to use this simulation. Hence, it will show a message to the client too. So, how do we generate this simulation? We have used Excel and also VBA. In this PPT, I will just show you an roughly of our Excel. This is our Excel, which include age, income, number of years until term expired, mortality rate, and others. So we classify males and female into two tables as two big data. Now, let us talk about VBA. VBA, the primary function of VBA is to automate tasks, create custom solution, and enhance the functionality of Microsoft Office application. We also use VBA to generate the code and simulate the information so that when our client insert their information, they can know their premium and also coverage. So, without further ado, let me pass the floor to Jianting to talk more about how we use VBA and Excel in this simulation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for Yitong. So now I'm going to explain how this simulation works. So here are the data tables obtained by simulating the customer data key-ins. All these data are randomly generated by using the formulas. So here are the information required. So firstly, according to the Malaysia law, the retirement age in Malaysia is 16. And because we are using the lifetime insurance for term 15, and here are the range incomes. Just now Yitong explained for the PPTs. So we are using for calculate for the income for the further. And here are the weightage data we are using for calculate for the risk score for each of the risk factor. And the interest rate we're using for calculate for the premium. So the data separate into the male and female, but the formulas are similar, just changing for the mortality rates. So for the age for the males, because we are focusing on the age within 45 until 18, which means for the middle and old age, so we'll put in the range between 45 until 85. And for the number of years until term expires, by using the age for the persons, then pass for the term insurance. Later we're using for calculating for the risk scores. And for the mortality rates, we are calculating for the other script. Here are the mortality tables we are finding for the online for the United States government social securities. So here the QX means for the death probability, and the LX means for the number of person living. And we're just using the QX and focusing for the age 45 until 85. So because we are using the lifetime insurance, the formula is V power n multiplied with KQX. So firstly, dividing the Vn, V means for the 1 divided by 1 plus I, Here the I, we're using the interest rate for 0.006%. Then 1 divided by 1 plus I, then power of the n. Here the n is times for each of the h. And the px for first is P45. We just finding the tables for the Q45. Then we need to minus because we need to find the px. Then the second one, we're using the previous MPX, then multiply with the current PX. Current PX also using 1 minus. And similar for others. And for the QX, the first one also we are using finding the Q45 by finding the table for Q45 for the meals. And for the second one, we're using the previous MPX, then multiply with the current QX. So we can get for the 2P45 for the F46. So after that, we can calculate for the PB by using the AQS multiplied with the BN. So after that, we can get the PB for each of the H. And after that, we can get by using sum of the PV, we can get the term insurance for term 15. So firstly, for the H45, we just sum of the PV of the H45 only. But for example, if H53, we need to sum the PV for H45 until the H53. So we can get the mortality rate for H53 for the males. Similar for the females, we just put in the different data for the QX only. So we can get the data for the mortality rate by using the VLOOKUP function in Excel by finding the corresponding edge, then put in the mortality edge for the edge. So after that, for the income for these tables codings, we are using when the person age is lesser than 50, their income will put in for 2,000 until 6,400. And between 50 to 60, the income will be 2,000 to 5,500. And above 60 will be 0 because above 50 means that the person is retirement, and we assume that the retirement person is income will be 0. So after getting these random data, the health score, the range will be between 1 to 10. And after that, we can calculating the risk score by using this 5 risk factor for this weightage. But the income, because the amount is too huge, so we need to make it when the income is lesser than 5,000, we make it at the 1 score. Between 5,000 to 600 will equal to 2, and between 6,000 to 7,000 will equal to 3. So after that, by multiply with the weightage for each of the risk factors, we can get the risk score. And for the number of year until retirements, we are using or we just find the how many years that the person until their retirements. Later we need to using calculate for the premiums. And for the coverage, we are using the formulas that income multiply with 11 minus for the health score, multiply with 1 minus mortality rates, and divide by the health score. So after that, we can get the coverage for the persons. Here the coverage is 0 because the person is retirement, the income will be 0. And so on for the premiums, we are using the formula for the risk score for the person, then multiply with the coverage and divide 1 plus interest. Here the interest is 6%, then power of the number of year until retirements. So okay, after that, we can get the premium for the persons for this data table by simulating the data. Similar for the females, we just put in for the different mortality rates. So after next is BBS. So here are the BBS. So here are the buttons we can click. Then we click, they show a box that asking the customer to key in their age. So for example, if I key in the 50, as for the income, I key in 4,500, and the health score I key in 6. The person assumed is male, and so I can get the coverage for the person and also for the premiums for the persons. And for example, if the person key in for the age is below 45, the system will say that sorry, the minimum age for this simulation is 45. So they are not work for these situations. Also, for above the 16, and the person is retired, they are also not available for this insurance. So now I will explain for the VBA code. Here are the VBA code we are using. So firstly, we define the dimension for each of the risk factor. For example, the age, the health score, the year until retirement, and also the end. Here the end means for the number of year until the term expires. Both of them are using the integer because they cannot be have decimals. And the income is double means for the amount of that can be decimals. And the strings mean for we define that the gender can only be male or female only. Other than that, there will be arrows. So after that, after define the dimensions, we ask for the customer for the age, and then we create a box and ask enter the age. If the person key in the age is below 45, the system will show sorry, the minimum of age in this simulation is 45. And if the person key in the age greater than 16 means that the person is diamonds, the system will say that sorry, you are already retired. You are not illegal to purchase this term life insurance. So for the incomes, create a box that asks the customer to enter their incomes. If the income is if above 60, the income will be 0. Whatever the person in how many amount of income, because we assume that the person in retirement, the income will be 0. And the income cannot be keen below 2,000 or greater than 6,400. This is the range for the income. And for the health score, the range is 1 to 10, so the person cannot key in below 1 or greater than 10. So for the gender, we define that the gender can only key in the male and also the females. Other than that, will be invalid gender, key the male or female only. So here are the code that for these tables. Example, we know, for example, just now, what the information we just now for key in will show for these tables. So the customer will know what information they key in and how many premium he need, and also the coverage. So he can simulate for these tables. And for the genders, and for the mortality rates, we not calculating using the VBS, we calculating using the sheet. So we need to find the mortality rate using the Excel function VLOOKUP by finding the corresponding edge and put in the edge for the edge mortality rates. And for the n number of year until term expire using x minus 15. And after that, we can calculating the risk score by using just now I say if the income lesser than 5,000, the risk score equal to 1, and greater to 5,000 or lesser than 6,000 equal to 2. Above that will be equal to 3. So for the year until retirement, if the person age is lesser than 16, you need to 16 minus for the age. Other than that will be equal to 0. So we can using the formula for the coverage in Excel's income multiplied by 11 minus health score multiplied by 1 minus mortality rate divided by health score. So using this formula, we can get the answer for the coverage. And the interest rate is 6%. Also, for the premium, the formula is risk score multiplied by coverage divided by 1 plus interest power of year until retirement. After keying all the informations, we display the results for the box. So the customer can show the box will show the coverage and the premium for the information that the customer key in. So that's all for the VBS. Well, by using this result, the customer can determine they're suitable for this insurer or not, and can know their premium and coverage in advance before they are purchased for this insurance. So that's all for this simulation CBT. Thank you very much.